Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the OG MAC Studio Fix powder plus foundation and the new MAC Studio Fix powder plus foundation. I wasn't sure if the name changed, but no, same name, different ingredients, and I will let you know how I feel about the two and if I think the new one is better than the old one, which controls oil better. We will get into this. And I do have a couple other things that I want to try out in the video for you. I have the Makeup by Mario Mascara, I have the Saie blush, and I also have just a new little Sephora collection highlighter. So if you want to see this video and what I think about the new powders, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so I am barefaced and ready to go. First, I want to try it as foundation, just one on one side, one on the other side. A lot of people were comparing it just by talking about it. I actually want to compare it by showing it. The colors are a little different, okay? So this is NC20. I looked at the little chart. It's like a cheat sheet chart to say what shade you would be now. It said if you're an NC20, you should be an NC15. Don't go by the chart. I swatched NC15 in store and they didn't really have anything. I don't think they had like NC 13, 12, 11.5, whatever. They didn't have that in store, so I couldn't swatch any of the other ones. I ended up going with an NC 13, which is, sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, which is, somebody told me that it actually works when you go like this. Somebody said that this one, or somebody said, what am I talking about? So they said to do NC15, it was too dark, it was too warm, I found. I noticed that this one is definitely more golden, but it does kind of match my skin a little bit better. So they're not exactly the same. You could see this one has a little bit more of a yellowy undertone. I do prefer a little bit more of a neutral undertone, but this one technically does match my skin better. So just so you know, the shades are off. I feel like I would have been more like an N4 and N5. I think N5 was still a little bit too dark, so I think like N4 and 4.5 would have been the best match to the NC20, but again, go in store. So we'll talk about the packaging, the outer packaging. This is the old one, this is the new one. It shows the shade name or number on the side. This one is right on it. Both are fine. I don't really see an issue with either one. This one just has the little MAC imprint on it. Okay, so this is the outer packaging. So everyone was saying, there we go, that this one felt more expensive, sorry, than this one. I have to agree, this one does feel a little bit clunkier, a little bit cheaper in my opinion, but not much, okay? I like how this is like very round and it's skinnier. This one is definitely thicker, but we'll talk about why it's thicker. So the original is 15 grams. The new one is 12 grams. The price difference, I thought it was more than it is. It's only $1. This one is regularly $55. Now I think I had $20 off $50. So I ended up getting this for a lot cheaper. And then this, I had the 20% off at Sephora for the sale. I do like the look of this one. I do think it looks sleek. The logo looks nice. Again, this packaging feels better in my hand. I feel like it would travel better, but we'll show you the differences here. So inside, you just have, it lifts up and here's the sponge. So I haven't used this sponge yet. This is just like your old regular sponge. I like this. I don't know if I would use that sponge. I will use them today just to compare, but so we have this one here. This is the new one, flips up. We have the sponge. It's too small. Why? It's flimsy, okay? It's flimsy. I did try it with the sponge. I can see what they're saying, like you can go in the corners, blee, blee, blee. That's fine, but like you can fold the sponge. So I don't think they should have changed the sponge. Like just leave the sponge alone. What I do like, this is refillable. So if you see here on the back, you can just pull this out and slide it up and out. Okay, so you don't have to keep buying the container. You just buy the refills, which is nice. Okay, let's talk about the texture. I will swatch both on my hands. So the original, very soft and smooth. My hands are a little dry, so you might see a little kind of flakiness. To the touch, I feel like the new one feels a little bit softer in my opinion, but not by much. There's not a huge difference on the skin. This is NC20, this is NC13. I feel like NC20 looks a tiny bit lighter, but just checking the texture, I would say NC13 looks a tiny bit more powdery. I don't know if you can see that, but just on like to my eye, just the tiniest bit more powdery. I would say the old one just looks a little bit smoother, but we will put it on the face and test her out. So we're gonna go in with the original. And just to talk about a little bit about what they do. So the NC20, this is the original. It says on the side, oil control, buildable, full coverage, our mattest finish. Okay, our mattest finish. Ingredients list was very small. I hope this can focus. This is the ingredients list right here. I'm sorry that this isn't gonna focus, but I can try to take a picture and add it to the screen. And if you want to screenshot it or whatever, you can do that. This ingredients list is massive. This is the ingredients list of the new powder. So I don't love that there's so much more ingredients. I mean, maybe they're better, who knows? Obviously the new one, as you probably have heard, is talc-free. So do with that what you may. I have the NARS Soft Matte Advanced. Also, sorry, I have like really chappiness on my lips. I don't have like, it's not anything, it's just chapped. I do have the talc-free powder, the Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder from NARS, which is like my go-to. So I don't care that there's no talc in here. Obviously people are saying talc is the ingredient that helps absorb the excess oils. So that we'll have to see. So this is my NARS and this is the new MAC. My NARS powder has 9 grams in it. I think it's around the same price, around $50. You can see obviously the containers are this is a lot thicker than this one, but this one I do find is a little more delicate. And for some reason I hit pan so fast on this one, but it has lasted me, I'd say almost a whole year. So do with that what you may. Let's get started. So let's go in with the Studio Fix, the old, and we're going to use the sponges for this one. And I'm going to do, why am I having, what the heck? So I put on I'm getting pilling right now and I don't know why. I think it's because I put on my primer. I don't know why it would be pilling, but okay. Let's try that again. Maybe I'll just tap it in because I don't know what's going on with the pilling there. But I will put it over top of foundation too, liquid foundation, because that's how I would normally wear it. Okay. Everyone's saying something different. So some people are saying, oh, the old one is too cakey, I love the new one. And then some people are saying that the new one has more coverage than the old one. So I'm like, what the heck? It seems like the MAC people are saying that the new one has more coverage than the old one. I'm actually like not really loving the way this is looking on my skin bare. I definitely prefer this. It has definitely a more smoothing quality on my skin. after I use it over top of a foundation. I do really like it, obviously, on the foundation. I just haven't worn this powder in so long, especially on its own. I used to never wear liquid foundation. I used to only ever wear powder when I was younger. And then my friend showed me the magic of a liquid foundation, and then I never went back to just powder. It would definitely be very quick and easy to just use a powder foundation. Okay, yeah, I do think that pilling was just a me problem. I think I just had maybe a little too much primer maybe. Okay, so here's what we're looking like with the original. Let's go on the side of the nose here. I do have a lot of redness, some blotchiness to my skin. Under my nose, I have some redness and veins. And around my mouth, there's just a little redness. Okay. I mean, it looks good. Again, I don't really wear a powder foundation on its own. I don't know why I have a hive on my forehead, but let's cover that. So there we go. This is the side with the foundation. This is the side without. As you can see, I'm very blotchy. So let's go in with the new one. So this, like I said, original NC20. This is the new talc-free. And I'll use this little sponge that it came with also. Again, I'm getting that pilling, but that's my skincare. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I used this, and I don't normally use this that often. This is this Laneige Cream Skin, and then I used this too. I'm not sure what happened there, but anyways, coverage is pretty much exactly the same, I think. I actually think there might be a little bit more with this one, but it's not feeling cakey. It's not feeling bad. On my bare skin, dare I say I kind of like the look of this one better? It might not be as blurring. Let me check for sure. They're both looking the same to me. This one actually looks like I can see my pores a little bit more. Wow, wait, might I like this better? I don't work for MAC. I'm not sponsored. Don't come for me if you're an OG Studio Fix lover. I am too. I used to work there, okay? Like ages ago. I don't love this sponge, not gonna lie. I wish they would just put the original white one back in. I actually do feel like there is a tiny bit more coverage with this one. Okay, let's do the forehead before I go crazy. I do feel like there's a little more coverage, not gonna lie. Okay, let's go on the nose here. This is where I got to get a lot of redness also around my piercing. I do have like pretty large pores. Let me take a look in this big mirror. I feel like my pores are more visible on this side. What do we think? What do we think? I feel like I'm a little less blotchy on this side. So you can see this one definitely has a little more of a golden undertone, but it does match my skin. My skin is yellow. a little bit of that goldeny undertone. Let's get a little bit more on my cheek with the original. It's looking like it's just settling. It's kind of like sitting on top of the pores a little bit more. I don't know if you can see. This one looks like it sits on the pores a little heavier. It's weird because this one has like a little bit more coverage, but this one is sitting on the pores a little more than this one. Guys, I might like the new one better. Don't come for me. I like the old packaging better. I like the old sponge better. But coverage wise, like I could definitely see myself wearing this out on its own. I don't know what's going on with the motorcycles in the background. I'm sorry. I do think this one is more blurring. I do. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what to say. And you might not agree with me. Maybe it's just my skin. Okay. Like, be louder on that stupid thing. This is the only thing I hate about summer. If I had to pick one thing, get out of here with your motorcycle, okay? Get out. Sorry if you're a motorcycle rider. I think right now I like the new one better. What do you think? I wish you could see. I want to like close up on my skin, but I do feel this one's more blurred. I do. I'm sorry. So now I'm gonna go off camera, get my liquid foundation on. I will put the powder back on, same side. This one will be the original, this one will be the new one, and then I'll get my concealer on, my eyes on. I have a new blush, the Saie blush, and a new highlighter, so I'll put that on camera. I'll also get my brows done. I do have a new mascara, which is the Makeup by Mario Mascara, so I'll put that on as well on camera. And I think that's it. So I will be back with that. All right, so the foundation is on. Still got a little couple patches here, but hopefully the powder will fix that. So I'm gonna go in with a puff for both. So just using the Sephora puff for the existing one. So I got my foundation and concealer on. Just got the Double Wear concealer on. I've actually really been liking it. Even though it's a little bit drier than my normal ones that I've been using lately, I feel like that'll be okay come summertime. Okay, I always just pat off a little bit on my hand here. So we are covering a little bit of that redness. I'll just dab a little bit more in that one spot. I think I have like little hives. I don't know what the heck's going on. I must have used something that irritated me. But for my prep, I just went in with, instead of using that cream, what's it called, Laneige cream skin, I used just my Rhode because I use that normally. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have no problems with the old one. I've never had any issues with the old one. I haven't used it in a long time, not gonna lie. I've been using my NARS for so long that I just came back to this one because everybody was kind of making a big stink about it, and so I wanted to know what's the difference. Okay, so I mean, this looks great. Looks great. Nothing wrong with it. This is the original. And I do have a sheen because I'm using the Maybelline Skin Tint. So that's what's up right now. This one, as you can see, is quite shiny. I haven't used the powder yet. This one still has a sheen though. Like, it's not that mattifying, the original, but I'm oily, so what do I know? Let's go in with a puff for the new one. I'm actually gonna use a new puff. Bro, this guy riding around on a motorcycle, like, go somewhere. Like, actually go somewhere, please. Like, you are obnoxious. Like, he's just riding around in circles, I'm pretty sure. Okay. OG. I mean, not OG, the new one. Sorry. This is the new one. We'll see how it performs on top of the foundation, and I will let you know how they both perform. They're looking pretty much the same to me. I'll let you know how they both perform throughout the day though, like if this one controls my oils as much. I've been wearing this one, the original, and I'm still getting oily throughout the day. So like, I don't know if I'm just the oiliest person alive or what. I don't think I'm that bad. I think I'm more combo than oily, but I think it's because I'm wearing a mask at work. Okay, so coverage wise, I would say there's a little bit more coverage on the new side. And a tiny bit more matte than the original. But again, I will see if it stays that way. Okay. So new side, old side. I am seeing like it's sitting on my pores a little bit more on the original side. Don't hate me, I'm sorry, I'm just telling you my honest opinion, and I'll be honest, I'm not getting paid for this, trust me. I'm just giving you my honest feedback. And I know you might be a ride or die, but just give it a chance, okay? Give it a chance. Okay, so now I'm gonna go do my bronzer, my eyes. I'll do everything except my blush, highlight, and mascara, and I will be back. Okay, we got the face makeup on, we got the eye makeup on. I'm going to curl my lashes with my new Tweezerman lash curler. It feels weird because I'm so used to my lash curler like not opening all the way up, where I felt like I had to like pry it open kind of. And this one is meant for almond eyes, almond shaped eyes. So I don't know, I feel like I've been really liking it. It's really good, but it does feel, I did read a lot about it, and it does feel a little loosey-goosey. Like, I don't know if it's gonna just break. A lot of people said theirs broke within the first year, so hopefully not, because I've had that Lancome one forever. So we're gonna go in with a new blush, the Saie Ciao blush, and I will just grab a blush brush here, and let's check it out. Oh, it looks like all the blushes that I love. I've used it already, so I know that I like it. And then it's very pretty, and then it's definitely one of my bronzy type blushes that I'm into right now. Like, look at that, so pretty. Yes, 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 yes. And I always put more blush than I need, of course, when I'm on camera, but also in general, because she fades off my face so easily. So that's my blush. Really, really like it. Between this and Tower 28, they're just different. Like, this one has a glow to it, which I really like. And I didn't have, like, the shades are very different too. This one is more bronzy. The Tower 28 is more like neutral. I love both of them. I can't say which I like better. They're different, and for that, I like them. Let's go in with this beautiful little highlighter. I've been wanting these since last year, and I don't know why, but I never ever got one. I think they were sold out all the time, and then I just kind of gave up on that. So pretty. I like the shade. It's like kind of a pinky bronzy type shade. Okay, I'm not adding any extra powder. I'm just using what was on my puffs. Guys, I think I like the new one better. It just looks so much smoother. I don't know. Like, this one looks good still, but sorry, my lips are so chappy, but it looks like it's just a little bit heavier and kind of sitting on the skin. And as you can see, I'm not super mad. I've still got a glow to me. Like, what the heck? So that's what we're looking like. So let's go in with the new Makeup by Mario Mascara. It's very pretty. Yesterday I did have a little situation where it looked like I had like 5 lashes though, so I think I just put too much on. And that was the issue. So let's just see what the brush looks like. It does look like it's different on both sides. So it looks like this edge is flat and then the bottom edge is, you know, a little more bulky and voluminous. And what is it even called? Master Mascara. So I am just, I'm not using I didn't use a primer or anything. It just went right in. I do really like it. It's super, super lengthening. And obviously if you build it, it does get quite voluminous. But like I said, you have to be careful not to build it too much, because I did have the issue yesterday where I overdid it and they all kind of clumped together. But as of right now, like one coat, I feel like it's not clumpy. It's very lengthening, like I said. Not hard to get off, which I like. I love Lash Clash, but I feel like Lash Clash is like a waterproof mascara where it's so difficult to remove. And I love my MAC stack. The only thing with MAC stack is I'm scared once the weather gets warm, because if my heat is on, my MAC stack is like, I don't know, it starts almost re-wetting itself. Like it doesn't feel like it's dried down. It does dry down, but if I have the heat blowing on me or something, which I obviously probably won't need anymore, but I'm worried the humidity will do the same thing. Humidity. I think that guy's finally done riding around on his motorcycle, so that's nice. For lipstick, I just used the MAC Flush Pot, the new one, and Grayish lip liner. It's kind of been my go-to lately. Oh, I might have lied. I hear a freaking motorcycle again. Maybe not. So as you can see, this is just the one coat. I don't want to open my eyes too much, but just so you can kind of see. Very pretty. I like it. I still think Huda is like one of my top. But the only thing with Huda is it does transfer on the top. So I think I would try putting a little bit of eyeshadow on under my brow bone to see if that would stop the transfer a little bit. Okay, so now we're going in with the second coat of the mascara. And I think it's very, very pretty. It's funny because this is not a brush that I would think that I would like, but I don't know, like, I probably should have watched a video on how you're supposed to use it. I've just kind of been rotating the brush around. I'm sure you're supposed to go in with one side and then go in with another. I'm just like, meh, I'll just do whatever. I'm so upset. My car is on the fritz right now, so I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go try to get it fixed this weekend or at the beginning of the week, hopefully. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop here because now if I try to go any further with this, then I think it's gonna start giving me that, you know, one eyelash look. I'm just gonna build the inner corner here just a tiniest bit, and then I'm gonna stop. But you know what I mean? Like that's some good volume. That is some good length. You know, it's pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is put my setting spray on, go about my day. I'm not gonna touch up, even though I'm gonna want to, because I always do. Even though I love this NARS powder, I still do touch up probably at least once throughout the day. Just give my T-zone a little 1-2. But so far, I'm really liking the new one. I know you're probably annoyed with me for saying that, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, I'll go about my day. We're gonna go for a hike, so maybe I'll get like nice and sweaty and who knows, get a little bit oily so you can see what this is looking like. But I will be back and let you know which one wore better. Okay, so I just finished a workout. We didn't go for our hike earlier, so I worked out tonight. This is like, I want to say like 10 hours later, but I just finished running, which is why I'm sweaty. So this isn't all oil, this is a lot of sweat also. So this is the OG side, looking pretty shiny, but if you could see, like, I can definitely see my pores here. Obviously if I touched up, they'd be a little less visible. And this is the new one. I do feel like it's held up really well. I don't know, guys, I don't think it's getting a lot of hate, and I don't think it's that deserved. I know the shades have changed, and that's really annoying for people. Okay, I'm sorry about my hair. That's really annoying for people who are especially like lighter than I am, who can't find a shade anymore. I think hopefully they will listen. They seem to be listening to what people want, and hopefully they will expand the shade range. Even though I think there are about 70 shades already, I think they need to go a little bit lighter. Usually it's the opposite, but in this case, I think they need to go a little bit lighter. But as far as how it wore and how I like it, I do like it, I have to say. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.